And so, Fiesta begins, yet again. Welcome back to the Final Fantasy V 4-Job Fiesta 2017. This is your host, Stomping Llama. As you can see, we've already rolled a set of classes. A glorious set of classes. But, since we have Bird, Flying Bird, there are things we can do. Important things. Sadly, very important things. On top of that, we have a grind we need to accomplish. First one over here. Up in the town of Istory. There are some minor things we can do. I think the major thing, though, with Istory... Yes, there's a spell waiting for us that we can only get in Istory. By doing this. Run away, frog. Toad is a black magic spell, and I believe... Yes, the one that sits there. There are many enemies that can be toaded as well. Unfortunately, bosses are not one of them, or at least the next one isn't. This is also where we can buy the rings that could so help us. This would make fire heal us. That is useful if we're going for Shinryu. And we need 2 of those. Sadly, though we have a ribbon, we cannot actually use it. Dancer. We need a dancer. We need a force class to be dancer. Sadly, I don't see that happening. I don't remember what else is in history. Time magic. Oh, Rama's floating around. Poke the sheep in its butts. Again, these things make Bard so much more helpful. If only we can get it. Well, his dear old grandmother is correct. We just don't have any reason to go anywhere near the falls. Plus, we kinda can't land in them. We'll be back for you, Karnak. Bird Peninsula. Now, I believe we can get the second cutscene here. In Tycoon. I think. Or at least one of them. Or maybe I can't. I know there's one. Maybe it has to happen later. It likely has to happen later, after the next piece of transportation. Well, regardless, we have a place to be. We need to go to Waltz. Pick up that piece of equipment I left there. Okay, where is the map button? There it is. A little south of Waltz. You could get this at the crystal before the water crystal, and you probably, depending on what your build is, you probably should. This is in the dungeon. Somewhere in here. I do get confused on the layout. Third floor. Ah, there we are. And they're talking about Shiva, the other summon you could get early in the game. I swear. There is a way. There it is. This is the dangerous part. Galuf and Ferris are going to be our only hope against the Jackanapes. These things are going to murder us. They have 666 health. And running from them, as you can see, is very hard. And being back attacked by them, not a good thing. Ah, everyone's berserked. That's what's going on. I was like, why are my gauges not moving? Right, everyone is berserked. And there goes Ferris. Berserkers are obviously immune to berserk. Galuf, it's all up to you, old man. You're not gonna do it very quickly. Okay. We're here for one item. We just need to get in here, get it, and get out. That's right. The second Elven Mantle. Ferris, you get that on you right now, and that never leaves. Now we need to get out. Yeah, and can't use magic on them because they absorb all the magic we currently have. We make it? Oh, please let us. No! Oh, didn't want to spend that Phoenix down, and that is a dumb idea. That was a dumb idea. Ooh. And it's now up to Ferris. Come on. Come on. Escape, Ferris. Just escape. Don't try and kill it. Just escape. Ooh. Oh dear, that was close. Oh no. He's connected. Oh no. It smells blood. Oh, just run, Ferris. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Don't do this. Just escape. Just escape. Come on, now. Now is your only chance. Oh. Well, you see why elven mantles are so helpful. Regardless. Question is, did I save outside of walls or not? I did. So, we're not gonna do that. Not yet, at least. There's one more place we can check out. It's of minor importance. There's the boat graveyard. It is over here. This little town surrounded by all these woods. What's here? Why? Butts' hometown of Licks. Free inn, by the way. Yes. Ferris technically has a father, but she's never really lived around him. And if you thought that was all, well, there's more. I think there may have been a pub in history. There was a piano. By the way, here's where you can pick up the Asuna if you missed it. We didn't miss it. Oh, you could talk to all manner of people. This guy, though, is important. You may have wondered why Butts has a fear of heights. Meet the reason. This guy here. Butts had light blue hair when he was young. For no explainable reason. Yeah. By the way, here is where you can buy your items. They are literally half off, including ethers. We're going to want a lot of those. Well, some of those. You could also buy ninja gear. But there's no reason for that. Just the little things to keep in mind. And this house is the one that used to be Butts's. And a music box. And we could see Dorgan's face. We may have seen it before, I do not recall. Yes, the music box brings Butts's memories back to the time his mother died. On the other hand, we learned another great poem. Also, there's only one bed in the house. Just saying. No other reason to be here. Now that that is done, it is time for some grinding of death sickles. Here on Crescent Island, each harvester has a chance of 1 in 16 of dropping what we need. Which means we have a 2 in 32 or a 1 in 16 chance of getting one at any point from any harvester. Besides, we needed to grind anyway. Oh, we did not want to grind that badly. No, not the Berserker. I'm gonna try something stupid and see what a snapped rod does. Okay, that is one way, I suppose, to deal with the dark sparks, or dark flames, or whatever they were called. I've already forgotten. Also, we kind of want to keep those bio soldiers alive for as little amount of time as possible. There's really not much to say. The death scythes are going to save us so many problems. For example, the next boss, while not immune to death... Oh, he is immune to death, excuse me. There are a great many enemies that are not immune to death. To instant death, even. And that is very important. Plus, we need to grind anyway. I did mention we are low-leveled. Relatively. The odds, despite not being horrible, for just dropping the death scythes, it turns out to be quite a grind. Especially considering I want at least 4. Two will suffice. For now. We have a problem. The bio soldier's alive. He's the only thing alive. Yes. He dies now. This is why you don't want him alive. Galuf, 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 thank you. That is why you do not... That is why you kill the bio soldier. Right away. They do that. Bio is both sap, which is what drains your health rapidly. It's a upgraded form of that. And as you can see, it also just is a hugely powerful attack. We eventually get access to that. And the things that are not weak against bio will just be torn to shreds. But that is going to be for some time in the future. We don't get access to it for a while. Oh, this is a grind. We knew this was gonna happen. Black Mage, because they can tear so quickly through places, they really don't need a lot of experience. And that's not a problem, really, for most things. In fact, we could take on the next boss, probably, and be safe. Next couple, in fact. In fact, we could probably tear through to the next crystal. Still hoping for those death scythes. Every time I'm like, oh, can I? This, if we continue too much longer, we'll just continue on. We'll just continue as if this grind never happened. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by, looking up what's to come. Atlas dead. That's not good. Come on, guys, I just need a couple of death sickles. That's not hard for you guys to drop. And Lena's still dead, I forgot. They don't auto-revive. That would be silly. Oh my. It's time for another rest in town. On the other hand, we are getting some money, which is going to be very helpful. Oh, come on, harvesters. It's 1 in 16. Oh my. Lena, you are almost dead. Hate to huff a high potion like that, considering we don't have many. But, There's the first one. Death Sickle 1. Ferris, as you can see, it's a huge, huge jump and attack. On top of that, it sometimes casts instant death. Oh, that was the first Death Sickle. I want one more. That should provide us with enough funds to get some things. Thought I had potions, I just hadn't sorted them to the top. Silly me. Let us commit to save the first Death Sickle. Now the main gosh, because we are black mages, can get equipped to us, which is probably what I'll end up doing. They have relinquished their first Death Sickle. You see that? That's not an axe. That is an actual sickle. There are a great many strategies that revolve around the Death Sickle. Ours is not reliant on it, but they're still very good to have. Plus, I'd like to hit at least level 18 before we take on the next boss. You get to die. And that's instant death. No, I do believe that has no impact on whether or not Death Sickles will drop. I wish it did. I'd like it to change it to 1 in 4, let's say. That would make it so much easier. Anyway, since the grind is now on, I thought I'd discuss the plans I have for the stream channel going forward. From Fiesta, that is. Where I work third shift. I mentioned that last time. But most important, so I get out, you know, before 8, and that's when we start at 8. The reason I say that is I work 6 days a week. The plan is, on the day off, which is not a static day off, mind you, but I will post about that in advance in a month. Every month, I will list what'll be the extra long stream day, in which whatever is planned for that day gets streamed extra long. However long I feel like. But I will strive for 2 hours a day, 8 to 10. And so, once Fiesta's done, I have a list of games. I need to track down what one of them is called. They're not all going to be RPGs, although some of them probably are. Because that's what I played a lot growing up. Though one of them will most definitely be a Link to the Past randomizer. Mainly due to the fact that my internet is not necessarily the most stable, most definitely the fastest in the world, and I just let that Bio Soldier live. So, oh no, bad idea. He gets to die now. Oh, that was close. Anyway, pay attention to when I'm grinding, right? Anyway, so I will post about this and contemplate and track down some things so that when the time comes and Fiesta's done, we will have something to do here every morning. Every day, you could have a bright morning early stream with your host, Stomping Llama. Every morning. Except Sundays. Sundays are a no-go, or a straight no-stream day, sadly. That is not going to change for the near future, except for when it becomes a long stream day. It'll be a long, late stream day. Trust me. Oh, come on, I just need the other Death Sickle. One last shot. Come on, Death Sickle. No dice on the Death Sickle. Well, maybe no more dice. If we can get to the Earth job, I would like it. We have nothing really standing in our way that we can't deal with. I mean, everything is pretty much killable at this point. Mainly due to Black Mage, and not Double Berserker. Double Berserker is a liability. And there's a good reason I'm playing the Game Boy Advance version, rather than the SNES version, for this next boss, but we'll talk about him when we see him. Fine. Fine, keep your Death Sickles. I'll be back for them. Last chance. Once I'm on that bird, we'll be back later. Now, you may have heard of the terrifyingly terrible quad berserker runs that have Game. Berserker. That was the game mocking me. Okay? there's no way around it. That is the game mocking me. Openly. Knows I want the Death Sickles. Gives me a potion instead. If that's not mocking, I don't know what is. I mean, potions are cheap. Anyway, off to Karnak to buy some rods. We are going to want rods. Specifically, we'll take 10 thunder. And we'll take 5 frost. And that gives us a decent selection of possibilities. And some spare change to boot. So, moving on from there. Back to the Library of the Ancients. The Sid and Mid down there. Being Sid and Mid. Put our heal. And our save. And now we're off to the desert. The shifting sands of the desert. No reason to bother with those. Continuing to ignore those. Now we're gonna have an easy job of these next few bosses, so they are just gonna fly. And the reason they're gonna fly is because Black Mage. I just love the phrasing these people give. It's amazing. And the orchestra hasn't even started turning up yet, young Sonny. Mid, you're like 10. Welcome to Sandworm. The reason I'm playing the Game Boy Advance version rather than the Super Nintendo. Oh, there you are, Sandworm. Sandworm? Is, in the Super Nintendo version, there's a problem with Berserker. Each hole had an event flag, and on top of there being Sandworm, and 3 holes. Berserker couldn't tell the difference between the event flags, the holes, or Sandworm. Instead of a 1 in 3 chance to hit Sandworm, you had a 1 in 7. This is fixed in the Game Boy Advance version. But Berserker is still a liability. Here goes! We don't have its weakness. Sandworm is weak to water. We are likely also going to... No, we are actually going to trip Berserker. For some reason did not fall in the hole. This is going to end badly. Sandworm has 3,000 health. Gravity is a quarter of your health. Because you fell in the hole, because you're stupid. This is why Sandworm must die, and must die quickly. There's also something about, you know, don't cast magic on it, but I guess rods aren't magic? It's hard to say. And gravity is random. Gravity itself can't kill us. Sandworm can. Ferris is now going to be dead. And there's going to be the rest of us in very short order. This gravity, this is one of the reasons Sandworm is so dangerous. And because don't know if that counted. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if that counted or not. Regardless, we have 2 more rod snaps and then we are dead. This is Sandworm. We may only have 1 more rod snap. We have... I had no choice. I must keep the Black Mages alive. Who cares if Galuf lives or dies? I don't. Oh, Berserker. Oh, Berserker. Just die, Berserker, please. That elixir was our only hope. All we can do... We've got 2 more rods. Fortunately, no gravities. And Sandworm is dead. Unfortunately, cost Ferris her life. But that is Sandworm. And that is why Berserker is dangerous. Imagine, if you would, being the poor fool who pulled on purpose, because it almost always happens on purpose, the Quad Zerker run. Yes. For your 4 classes, you have Berserker, 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 and Berserker. Imagine Sandworm at that point. Let's see. Sandbear. Sandbear is annoying, but D-level. The weakness, by the way, to Sandworm is water. Water is, as I mentioned before, not an element we normally have access to. Thankfully, as you noticed, he does not absorb any elements or immune to them. There will be times when Death Sickle is highly dangerous for everyone involved. Now is currently not the time. Now is the time. These desert killers, I believe, they're undead. Instant death is not instant death to something that's dead. Instant death is a full heal. So we had to kill it before Ferris accidentally healed it to full. There are not too awful many enemies where that's the case, but there are some. And this desert can be a little annoying to try and navigate around. Okay, can be very annoying to try and navigate around. I honestly do not remember the way through desert. I've always just kind of stumbled my way through it. Which, with a berserker with a death scythe, there could be worse fates in life. On the right side, we are stocking up on antidotes. And we have a lot of potions. Anyway, there is a way forward from this point, and I do not remember where it is. There's a way out of here, I just do not remember what it is. Oh, there it is. All these moving tiles, it hurts your head after a while. Or should I say, your eyes. Because they're not very greatly delineated. There's the exit. And there's nothing in here we want. So we just need to pick the right path, and we are out of here. And that is the not last time we have to deal with that particular place, but for now, bombs are a Final Fantasy staple. Bio soldiers we run from. We do not stick around bio soldiers. No, 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 no. No. Bio soldier is a bad idea. Anyway, the town of Ruin that everyone was talking about. And supposedly King Tycoon is floating around. Supposedly. Anyway, you normally are supposed to chase him around, you know, all manner of fun. But you don't have to. If you know where a couple of the flags are, and I think I may have messed up the skip. Did I mess up the skip? No, I did not. Okay. There we go. And here he is. Okay, I did not miss the scene in Tycoon Castle then. I thought I may have. And we have confirmation. Ferris is Sarasa. And continuing in the Final Fantasy tradition, the future civilization of the past. The science fiction that's a reality of the past. Star Trek was millions of years ago. Star Wars was really a long time ago. We've just forgotten. So much has been forgotten. Meanwhile, side note, someone's flying our chocobo. You guys realize you're now trapped on the island? Why do these people know so much about ancient scientific technology that's beyond their ken and capability? It's mind-boggling. Anyway, other than that, always pull the switch. It's the only way to get through. Mini is, I believe, a white spell? Yes, Mini and Asuna. Wait, was that Asuna or was that Protect? Okay. So there are just a couple of spells that you can learn in ways other than shops. I would suggest picking them up when you can. I showed off the ones I remember. And because we've got no guarantee of summoner, I'm not bothering with summons. If we somehow get summoner, I will be disappointed, but I'll also be kind of happy. Summons are tangentially useful. And now we've confused the poor chocobo. What that poor bird. That poor bird. Anyway, there's a save point here for no reason. There's definitely not gonna throw a boss at us. That would be ridiculous. Oh look, and it's our ship. It sank right into a pier. Who'd have thought? Right next to another ship. With propellers. An ancient airship. The ancients. They not only built the stargates, but they built flying boats that are actually boats. Don't question it. Wake up, sheeple. And again, in continuing the tradition, we have an airship now. By the way, I lied about a boss. Welcome to Crayclaw. He's like Carla Boss, only useless. Because we are going to murder him with at least one of these. He's got 2,000 health, and he's pretty useless, to be honest. He's dead. That was Crayclaw. Now, if you had a thief, he could be very helpful, but he's not. You can steal from him a coral sword, which is a very, very useful weapon if you have a sword-wielding class, but we don't. Anyway, now we've got a airship. Let's go visit Castle Tycoon. And then unlock the last crystal. Or at least attempt to. Anyway, this airship flies. And with my current input lag, it's going to be near impossible to land on a single square. I say, and then I succeed. Anyway, let's get Lena her equipment back. Thunder rods for no reason. Actually, oh yes, here it is, the other cutscene. We skipped that first half of the conversation, and we can rest again for the second cutscene here. Considering it has just been revealed that Ferris is Sarasa. By the way, they all dye their hair. Butts is not a natural brunette. He's got this teal hair. Eris is not a natural purple. She's a brunette. We all know Galuf is gray. He just pretends he's not. By the way, Lena is a natural pinkhead. She's the only one with natural hair. By the way, they say fell overboard. I've always interpreted as she fell off the flipping winddrake. Yes, she was flying. And then she fell off. What a good king King Tycoon is. He completely missed the fact his daughter fell off. Well, he didn't necessarily miss the fact, but apparently he did a very poor job searching because she was just down the road. Anyway, that's the end of the Castle Tycoon glory. We are dropping frames. I wonder why that is. That's a delicious question. Regardless, if the frames are not too badly dropped, we have a place to go now. But you'll be buggered if you can figure out where. Anyway, we're going to make a quick detour into this cave. In the Jackhole Cave. For one reason, and one reason only. And it is not the Skull Eater. Skull Eater will eat your skull. It is an evil squirrel. It's this blitz whip, and then we leave. Nutkin are a very early game enemy. I'm not sure we actually saw them where they naturally occur, but Skull Eaters drop a lot of AP if you can kill them, but they also eat your skull. I mean, it's right in the name. I don't know how you could miss it. Anyway, Jakol, their useful town, is right down here. They have nothing really interesting for going on. I believe they have a piano, though. Or they do not. I forget where all the pianos are myself. Weird sounds coming from Crescent Island. Yeah, that's the case. There's the pub. I knew there was one. I knew there was a piano. Really? He goes from scales to full-on song. By the way, everyone's gonna talk about the caves. We just got the treasure from the caves. No big deal. Young children getting in the way. I forget if there's anything useful here. Ah, yes, the Sage's Surplice. Might as well pick up a couple of those. I believe they are straight better. Yes. Also, we want you in your Thunder Rods until I tell you otherwise. And I don't think there's anything else important here. Ogre Killers, which are not... They're decent axes, but they're not useful. There it is. Coral Swords, Lightning Swords. I thought that's what those were. Mage Masher might be useful to pick up. We'll pick up one. Other than that, I don't believe there's anything here in Jakol we need. We'll find out in the magic shop. Nope. Whole bunch of useless white magic. Useless to us, because we have no way of surviving, aside from flame rings, which are going to be important to pick up at some point in time in the near future anyway. Now, if we needed to go, where would you think we would go? I mean, that took us to to Crescent, but surely... Yeah, you needed to go here. You can get horribly lost because the game does not tell you to go back to a ruin. But you can't get access now anymore because it has just risen as a flying sky continent. Because the ancients are flipping weird. Anyway, when in doubt, we can't access this for a long time. When in doubt, always go and consult your people that are in the know. By the way, we did not lose the Chocobo. It is just back in the forest, and we have to catch it again. Stupid bird. I will never use you again, bird. But you do not get to run free in your forest. By the way, we just also blocked off all trade routes. Going to Crescent Island. Hopefully they weren't, a small island nation needing that. By the way, they have telescopes. Didn't know that. Ah, now the ancients have a name, the Ronkins. It's true, Galuf's memory is pretty bad. There are just a lot of things going on, and yes, we don't need that. We need the frost rods. Or at least a frost rod. Since Lena is going to be the first one to go, you can still stay on your thunder rod. Anyway, to Galuf's Meteor, to Tycoon Castle-ish. I have the feeling that we're just kind of running around. They hollowed out four meteorites. For reasons that are unknown. These people of Galuf's, they're very interesting. But that was easy. That was a simple fetch quest. I mean, surely nothing bad will happen on the way out. Not like getting attacked by an adamantoise. Welcome to the adamantoise. He just nearly killed Lena. Adamantoise. Another one of those typical turtle enemies from Final Fantasy. Kill him with ice. They have 2,000 health. Other than that, murder it quickly. I left it up to my berserkers. Why did I leave it up to my berserkers? This is also how you know that turtles are weak against ice. They always have been. Anyway. Good job surviving, Lena. You get back in your thunder rod. Anyway, with the adamantite, let's go talk to our intrepid Sid Mid again. One thing you've probably noticed is bosses don't give XP. This is one way where you're going to fall behind in levels very, very quickly. And continue to. Well, not continue, but we will continue to fall behind. Hey guys, we got your items. And now everyone takes a good, well-deserved nap. Except for these two, which somehow split into 5 people. We find all the ancient books in all the modern languages. Speak for yourself, old berserker. Well, he's not wrong. We have 2 black mages. By the way, the boat is still a boat. The airship is still a boat. Away we go. We only have a couple of more bosses between us and the end. The Earth job. And these guys are random as to what they are. First one. Flamethrowers, not pretty. I was hoping for the other one. Not pretty. At least they're straight damage. This is what those thunder rods were for. Technology, as you know, is very weak against electricity. I don't think I brought enough thunder rods. More flamethrowers. Will we even see the other one? Flamethrowers have 2400 health. They hurt. But at any point we can leave and they stay broken because obviously no one's here to rebuild them. It's really nothing important about these. About flamethrowers. By the way, we still haven't made any money. Oh, here's the other thing. Rocket launchers. They deal old. Old starts dropping your level, if I haven't mentioned, which I think I have. Missile launchers have 2500 health. But being technology, you just turn them to dust. And we have flamethrowers. Like I said, these 4 encounters are quite literally randomized. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time and just dismantle one the old way. Meanwhile, they're gonna try and kill poor Lena here. With those down, we have one boss left who has a gimmick. A big gimmick that is going to hurt so badly. We still have enough thunder rods, which is good. But we're gonna go rest up and worry about that thing in a little bit. Because we have... Let's just say this enemy can be very easily another wall. And we have a very, very limited amount of time to deal with this. And I think we'll call it after Soul Cannon. I just spoiled what it's called, but the enemy is Soul Cannon. Soul Cannon has 22,500 health, but he self-destructs after you take out half of it. If you want, and you're fast enough with your DPS, you can shove him past that stage and take out his full health. You'd be stupid to do so. Same thing with his 2 launchers. They have 10,000 health apiece. But like the rest of him, it self-destructs and they inflict old when they launch missiles. The launchers need to die right away. I don't think I have enough rods for this. Oh, 1 launcher down. Okay, the launchers are down. A Soul Cannon left. Galuf's HP and damage are going to drop off like a stone. Soul Cannon is starting to count down, basically. But we have enough damage. He is going to die before he gets to fire his Wave Beam, which is going to hurt a lot. But if you notice the Butts' damage is decreasing, that is due to old. That was Soul Cannon. That is all I care to show about Soul Cannon. Anyway, that is, as I said, that was Soul Cannon. That is, like I said, all I'm going to show off because Soul Cannon is a flipping nightmare. If you're unprepared for him, but Black Mage is overpowered. For lack of a better term, Black Mage is just, it's... Anyway, what I'm going to do now... I was considering dropping Lena into a Black Mage, into a Berserker mode. So we could do some more Death Sickle harvesting. You guessed it. Oop. Because after we get the Earth Job, we are not going to have access to a full party. Which is one of the few exceptions made during Fiesta, is during this point, that point, when your party isn't going to be full. So you're not going to have access to, right after you have your 4 jobs, the ability to use all 4 jobs. Which makes sense. I'm kidding. We're not gonna Death Sickle farm yet. I'm gonna do that off screen. But instead, let's explore the lost city that the Ronkins built. The Ronkin Ruins. Things here are almost out of our ken for our current level. We could and probably should do some grinding here. But, also, invisible floors. Yeah. Good luck remembering all this. Oh, Ronkin Knights. We are not likely dead, to be honest. However, as you can see, we are still horribly outclassed in durability. Golden armor is, I believe, an upgrade. Yes. Put that on Ferris. I do believe there's no reason to be down there. No, there are reasons, because that's the only way forward. It has again been some time. Oh yes, there it is. I knew there was a way forward somewhere. Okay, and this one does not have the treasure chest. One of these routes. Oh, the enchanted fans. I do love these enemies. They are just so freaky looking, but they are so beautiful. And the version in Final Fantasy XIV, which, no, I'm not plugging that game because it's awesome. Okay, I do enjoy the game and its references a lot. I'm a big Final Fantasy nerd. Please don't send mail. You don't know where I live, so you can't send mail, but don't. Anyway, their version is amazing. There's a way to get to that. I'm just not remembering what it is. It's not that important. There's a good possibility we might not make it to the first save point. 3 Phoenix down, I believe. Yes, it is right here. We made it to the Phoenix, to the first save point. I don't know if we're gonna make it to the boss. Because the boss is an oddity. By the way, grab all the items if you can. You're going to want them, because I believe you can't ever come back here. Not that there's anything important in here. I don't believe there is. Free gold shield. But, still not a bad idea to grab everything, because, like I said, you don't get to come back, so grab it while you can. I'm just hoping that instant death procs more than it does. It doesn't. I mean, it's very useful to have, as you can see by the damage Ferris can put out. But, I'm gonna put her on par with our tier 2 spells for no mana. That's pretty good. I'm wondering, is there... I'm trying to recall if there's anything special here. I don't believe there is. Ah yes, the Archaeotoad. I believe that's one of the enemies you want to stay away from as much as you can. A high potion, very helpful. And you're going to want to take that path, or the path we're on first. Because... not of that. But you're gonna want to take it, as I said. Oh, there's a Gill, Hurricane, Power Armlet, another Moonring Blade, and an Ancient Sword. What all did we pick up? A Power Armlet, right. It increases strength, but Berserkers cannot use it. I believe... yes. For some unknown reason, our mages can equip it. No, I don't get it myself. Right, there is only one way forward. It bears repeating. I have not played this game in a long time, so the specifics of the directions do evade my memory. Fortunately, the dungeons are not currently particularly taxing. Again, I emphasize currently. And they are gonna start putting in those types of speed traps. Or because by now you should have Sprint from the Thief class. Which, you know, in the original was fine. It was an ability. In this Game Boy Advance version, as you saw, we kind of have it on by default because I enabled it. Okay. We're going to tent up and attempt this next and final boss for the final job in the game. I just saved over that. That was dumb of me. It's a short little run to the boss. Anghidra. I don't think we're gonna survive this. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, that was really, 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 really dumb. Keep Ferris alive. We are dead. Galuf is the only one who has a chance of surviving this. The old Berserker. This, by the way, is a random encounter. Where is... We are resetting. No, I do not care. Let's pretend that never happened. Hydra does exist, but we're going to pretend he doesn't. I'm missing something, obviously. What am I? Ah, I'm missing this. Hydra is nowhere near as bad as Ghidra. Ghidra is evil and spawn of the devil. Anyway, here's our final boss. Supposedly. Welcome to Archaeoavis. It has 4 forms. First form has no weaknesses, but absorbs nothing. Second form absorbs ice, but is weak against nothing. None of them have any weaknesses. Third form, fire. Third one, lightning. Each form has 1600 HP. But they do things like that. At least everything I have says 1600 HP. Maybe it's 16,000. I think that pause means it just changed its weaknesses to something, but I don't know what. Dang you, Archaeavis. So, it cannot be hurt by that. So, we know it's weak to fire. This is why we have frost rods. It has just changed again. Do what? I don't know. Let's try thunder. Thunder. It is currently absorbing thunder. Excellent. Back to the fire rods. This is half the reason black mages are helpful. By the way, each form is independent. But that was the thunder one dead. And I'm pretty sure Lena is just about dead. We will keep her alive. For the sole reason of, let's see what he's weak against. Apparently he's now immune to fire. There's something I missed here. Oh, there he is. He is... When he's revived, he now has 2,500 HP. And he's bloody immune to everything. Well, that, it's time for the Mage Masher to come out. And there's our black mages being quite stupid. And there's nothing really we can do. Except he's dead. And everyone lived. And it has been revealed to me our final form. Are you all ready? For all of Galif's memories, we have a triple rage machine. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we will be death sickle grinding for 2 more death sickles. And we just lost some of our equipment because one of our characters will be leaving before we have a chance to control them. But we have triple rage. You are going to be the sole black mage of the party. Don't even pretend, but everyone else will be full of rage. At least in the end, he realizes his shortcomings. And I lied. Lena will be the Black Mage. Butts will be full of anger. He will take care of them with anger. Paris has been full of anger for a long time, and this will only make her angrier. Any one of those, we could have done so much more with one mage and 3 berserkers. Why 3 berserkers? Why must it be the triple rage? There's flying the ship is different than... Never mind. I was gonna say it was different than flying an airship, but apparently a ship is a ship is a ship, whether it's in the sea or if it's in the sky. What do I know? We don't have flying ships. You guys didn't even make it last 50 years till you were dead. You started in your youths and now you're old, and it didn't even last that long. These guys are amateurs. And Galuf leaves, completely equipped, which means we just lost the Mingosh, all that golden armor, and our other elven mantle. Actually, our only elven mantle in this timeline. Well, with the triple berserker, it is time to next time go places and do things. These two have bonded over a very, very short amount of time. They're already finishing each other's sentences and thinking quite like sisters. Which is scary because one has lived as a man for a great many years. Yes, always consult your nerds. But we must get Fiesta capable. And so, Butts, I'm sorry, Butts. Put on the skin. I'm sorry, Butts. We'll see you next time, when the journey of the Triple Berserker continues, with more death sides needed. This is Stomping Llama, signing out.